Hallelujah. I don't think about you.
It's the Tricky Debate.
Tricky Debate is proudly supported by Eat Ali, located at West Tanochrome, close to the TTI School Gate. You can contact them via 024-912-6459 for all your catering needs. At Eat Ali, our dishes leave no dishes. I am HKO. Welcome to Tricky Debate. I'm with Nana and Miss Philo.
Tricky Debate. It's fun, awkward talk.
Okay, now in Ghana, the average cost of a wedding as of 2024 ranged from 250,000 or to like 300,000. However, the exact figures vary greatly based on the wedding style, the number of guests, and other factors. The same year, extravagant weddings with say 100 to like 200 guests could cost on the upside of 800,000 Ghana cedis. Now, these weddings often feature a combination of traditional and white wedding ceremonies with elaborate setups and premium services. The overall cost can even fluctuate significantly based on factors like, again, the number of guests, venue, decor, and the level of customization. Whether extravagant or excessive weddings are worth the cost is subjective and depends heavily on individual priorities and financial situations. While some couples find the experience and memories created to be invaluable, others regret the financial strain and focus on more meaningful aspects of marriage. So tonight on Tricky Debate, our question is twofold. Are extravagant weddings worth the cost? And if somebody dashed you the money, will you have one? So Nana and Miss Philo are here. You can join us out there with your debate opinions as well. Send them to 024-488-3008 and let's debate.
It's the Tricky Debate.
All right, Nana and Miss Philo. Hello.
Hi.
Wonderful. Whose mic is giving me the buzz? Probably
I think it wouldn't come from me.
it is coming from you.
Sure, I'm not doing anything.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Are you wearing a color that the mic doesn't like?
I don't know, I'm wearing black, so if the mic is...
Oh, my. You don't know what to say, do you? Okay. So Miss Philo says that, yes, they are worth the cost. And Nana Ehuntemun is speaking for, no, they are not worth it. Davy will cross the bridge with it. So, Miss Philo, why is it that these days I lose my bell a lot? Eh? Where have you been putting the bell?
I think we need to ask the machine.
Or we have to get a physical bell, right?
Abba!
It will be good. I'll bring the bell here. Then, once Remy is here, she will be. Yeah, what about bell now, man? Huh? What do you mean, Adrian? Okay. Alright, the bell is in. Nana has been starting the past two editions, so Miss Philo, you are going to start for us. Oh, 2 weeks ago, Nana
so
started. Last week
I'm cool.
And we are,
for me, I'm ever ready. Super ready.
Alright. So your 3 minutes.
Because I have my contender here. Hey.
Your 3 minutes starts now.
Okay, so greetings to our listeners. And then to my question, I say yes, it's worth it.
Why?
See, the reason why I'm saying it's worth it is, though it's individual differences, and it depends on your financial status. If financially you are good, you are solid, because there are some people that they save towards their marriage early. So such a person, if the person is having an extravagant wedding, it's worth it. And mind you that marriage or the white wedding is once in a lifetime. So master, if you're doing it and you have the means, make it tick. Mwanya tick. And one thing you should also know is extravagant weddings, they create employment.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes. The decor, the person will hire more. When it comes to the florist, that person also hire more people. Like everything more. If you have to hire 2 people, it will be more than that. So in a way, they create employment for the people out there.
I see.
Yes, and the renting of the chairs, they will go the extreme. So like extravagant wedding, it's okay. And some people also want to be fulfilled. This is me. I have worked. I have toiled. Like life hasn't been easy. I've not been lucky when it comes to relationship, when it comes to love. And then God has gifted me this beautiful woman, respectful, humble, good looking, educated, from a humble home. This nice looking, hard working man out there. God has blessed me with this man. And then we all have the means. No, this one, dear, for the sake of our struggles in our early relationship or some of our relationship, if God has brought us this far, no, let's make this a talkable wedding. Talk of the town.
Hey.
Like social media, let it float on social media. Let our wedding be an exemplary thing that people will talk about in years to come. When we look back, we'll still be proud of ourselves that we had that memory. So whatever happens, we go back. Hey, do you remember during our wedding time? You said this. Hey, you see, it gives you that memory. And then it also brings the whole family together. Because if I'm doing something private, definitely I may not be able to invite all my family members. Because I want to cut down costs. So if I think that my father, the Busiampeni, a few auntie to be, uncle to be, then the rest, where the any kids will be. But those one, Charlie, it's open. So all of you come, let's make merry. Okay. Come join us.
Family reunion.
In something like that, you bring friends together.
I see.
So like for me, extravagant wedding, it's worth it when you have the means. You would love it because you want to wear that gown, the gown that you yourself you feel like your spirit is happy. So for me, extravagant wedding, it's worth it.
Nana.
There is a saying by one which says that ship na ode in Sunny Bay, announce not the Bible on the bay.
Okay.
And there's another saying that says that they will tell you that hallelujah, hallelujah. The same people will tell you crucify him, crucify him, crucify him.
Okay.
Yes, this comes to my point by saying that with to me a wedding or marriage is something that is between 2 parents, 2 families coming together to grace the occasion, not by letting all people to be around. It's a financial burden. How can you decide to spend about almost 50,000 on a wedding that people should come and witness that you are getting married? I mean, that 50,000 can be used for something else. And most of the times, such wedding people go and borrow. Thinking that after the wedding they are going to get gifts. They'll get money. They'll get this to repay. And how can you decide to spend such amounts of money? It's a financial burden. And I don't second the idea of you spending much on something that you see a yawari. That's why they say people say, oh, are you through? Don't do. They don't understand. Us or year for. Now what you do? Oh, Nemo. Oh. So you people will say, are you through? Don't do. Are you through? What's the meaning of are you through? Or year for now wow. No be a catch. Oh, Nim, because you don't know what is marriage. Mana neribem. So doing that, people will just be. That's why I say. Those who say hallelujah, hallelujah are the same people who say crucify him. Because they will throw when Jesus was coming, they were throwing their clothes, their some will say one shirt, or whatever to say, oh, hallelujah to him. And when it was time, the same people went and stand there, crucify him. Because you went and borrowed. because maybe you've saved. Your end savings is what you are using now.
Okay.
For which I disagree with that. And I wish each and every person should take care and make sure that you don't do unnecessary spending when you're coming to marry.
All right. Thank you, Nana. Yo, Miss Philo, your next 3 minutes.
Yes, I am still of the view that if I have the money, right, it's something that I'm doing it once in a lifetime. I want to be fulfilled. When I look back, I should have that memory. When I sit with friends, I should be able to talk about it. I want my wedding to be the talk of the town.
Okay.
I have the money. I said I have saved. I didn't say that is my whole savings. I saved towards my wedding because I had a plan that whoever God blesses me with, that special man, that special woman, this is how I want my wedding to be. Or this is how my wedding is going to be. These are the gifts. I'm not waiting for somebody to come and give me something. No, I have prepared already. I saved towards it. And this is something that it's my personal interest I'm looking at here. I don't care about what the other party is saying. I want to throw that wedding because I have suffered. I have struggled and I want to enjoy it. I want my marriage to be fun. To be fun. I want things to be available for me. Whatever that I plan for should be available when I look around. Then I'll say, wow, God, I thank you. I am fulfilled. It's not about what is going inside there. No, this is how I want my wedding to be. I never borrowed any money. That is not my lifetime savings. No. And sometimes too, just as I said, it brings what? The family together. It also creates employment for these people.
You said that already.
Yes, it creates employment for them. So if I'll throw an extravagant wedding, then somebody will be employed to do, if something that 2 people are supposed to do, at least let's say 5 or 6 people will do. Won't God even bless me for creating that employment for that person out there? Do you get it?
No, I didn't quite think of it like that.
God will also bless me for throwing that extra. And I want my community members to be involved. I want everybody to come. At least there are some people that they hardly even get a square meal to eat a day. If I have the money and I'm doing my wedding.
Your wedding should be like a mini orange kitchen.
Oh, thank you. So you see, when they come, at least they'll have something to eat. Food should be available for all.
Okay.
Oba on did your one casapo coffee on a rade, that the maid jam makra kojo makra kwame in that day. Yami a shrine. Once God bless me for putting food on someone. No, like you don't get it. In as much as me may have a fun, but in a way, make mama be swing your dianedi. Probably that person would have even go to bed on empty stomach. Do you get it? So for me, if I have the money, I'm not going to borrow. I have my personal money. Miankasa may save. And since it's my lifetime, sometimes I said this is how I want it to be, and I do it that way.
Okay.
So it's worth it if I have the means.
All right. So now we are at our second round. Hey, Nana, sorry. Please. Your next 3 minutes starts now.
That's why the Bible also says.
Please speak into the mic.
Or people also understand from the Bible
that
I say Bruni no buy him. They say white wedding extra. Somebody extra, which means you are doing something no one has done it before. But you know, you can equally do a wedding for which you decide not to spend. You decide not to spend on anything. Who makes me a wedding now? You invite a lot of people. Moreover, the only thing you can serve over there is your water and your pie. You've also put in the food to someone's table, because hardly for someone to take a mineral water. So at that time, the person is, need me a mineral water. And you've invited a lot of, all your family members are around. There may be contribution. You know, those days when you talk about marriage, it comes out with contribution from the family, from the lady's side. Guy, the So you cannot tell me that family members will not be available at that time. All family members will be there to witness the wedding or to witness the marriage ceremony. So making an extra thing for anybody would think that you are having a lot of money. You know what? It's an opportunity cost. That money you are spending over there can be used to buy a new house. That money you are spending over there can be used to buy, you can buy something good for your life. Going to buy a wedding gown worth about billions of cedis for a lady to wear. And at the end of the day, which he doesn't know what is ahead of her, tends to be something. You get it?
Yeah.
So moreover, when you are there and you think that wedding, like spending a lot of money on something that is just a day. I just saw 2 days. That is Saturday and Sunday that you go to church. The rest is for you to know how you have spent. The money you spent is a waste of money. Because those who were there to just witness you are gone. I don't understand.
No, go on. Don't mind it. Don't be distracted, though.
I'm not.
Don't be.
No, by
So-
the time is that?
No.
You see, whenever one wants to run away, as soon as you see something small, then you are running away. Because you just don't want to spend. You spend a lot of money.
He doesn't have points, babe. But he has the time, so what is your problem? Now you have 10 seconds more.
See, you tell you I rest my case.
Oh, Nana, you've been bullied into submission. Okay, so now we are going to do our rebuttals. Yeah, anyone can go at anyone. So
okay, so
let's begin.
I like the point where Nana was like, you could use that money to do something good for yourself, to buy a house for yourself, or even to purchase anything that you want to buy for yourself. Nana, this is me. I'm rich. God has really blessed me. I have that house that I wanted. I have this fleet of cars that I want. What else do I need that money for? The only thing that it was left in my life was marriage. I haven't been lucky when it comes to love. And this woman comes and God blesses me with this woman or this man. The man loves me so much so that this lady respects me. She's humble. No, Charlie, the kind of respect she's showing me, no. He don't shout, he over me.
No, this thing is
And
just
for
a
me, I'm
financial
happy.
stress. It's just a financial stress.
It's not a fine to you because you don't have.
I have.
Because you don't have enough.
have.
Because
Let
you
me
don't
give
have
you a-
enough.
let me give
I
you a
have
typical
enough.
example.
And just as you said
Remember-
it's a day thing. It happens once in a lifetime.
Remember,
the only time,
when,
the only time that you can celebrate your marriage
Abraham
is that
Muhammad.
wedding. That on that my wedding day.
If you can remember
is
when
once
Ibrahim Muhammad went
in a
and bought
lifetime.
the flying,
please, don't say that.
The jets, the private jets. When Ibrahim Muhammad went and bought this man, Kennedy. Said, I can equally buy it, but it doesn't work for me. To you, you think you have to do it. Not because I don't have money, but I realize that it is.
Then don't talk about my wedding. Then don't talk about it. This is me.
Because it's giving you financial
No. I feel like I have the money. What financial stress are you talking about? Are you in my shoes?
Obi 40 years.
Did I come to you to borrow money? I didn't come to you. Do you get it? I have the money and I feel like this is how I want my wedding to be.
But
Don't I have the right to?
That one I thought was a marketing stunt or something.
No, Monsieur Obi 40 years anniversary.
Please,
Wouldn't
that
be
is not a wedding.
No, we are talking
It's
about
different.
wedding.
We are talking
I'm
about.
just giving you an example.
No.
Because
It
that's when you
doesn't
are
sink
celebrating.
here. It doesn't
People
sink
look at
here.
you and they
Nana,
come
please,
out with
it
whatever-
doesn't sink here. This is a
Whatever you are
lifetime
coming
birthday. You celebrate birthday almost every year. Can you celebrate wedding every?
That's why you have wedding
every year?
anniversary.
So that is anniversary. I
It's the
said
same
this,
thing.
now I have met this woman. I'm now bringing the woman to my home, and this is how I want my wedding to be. I have the means. So Nama, what's your problem? I
No,
have the means.
you have
I
the
haven't
means
come
that
to
you
you
think that
to borrow me
you have
money.
to
I never
overspend.
told you that I went
to
and borrowed
spend
money from
that,
anybody.
can be used for something
No.
meaningful.
What are you saying? What don't I have? What hasn't God blessed me with? The only thing that was left in my life was the marriage. Because I wasn't lucky. And lo and behold, God has sent someone into my life who respects me, who is humble. This person, she is behind me 24/7, Can't I make this woman happy? What are you talking about?
Yes, you can.
Are you done?
It's not about mine. If you bring it, I'll counter. Bring
All
it
right.
on.
Let's take a few messages. If you're listening to us, you can send us your message as well to 024-488-3008. Here is one from. Please pay attention here. Here is one from Evie.
It don't concern you.
Hey, good evening. Well, it's not really a bad thing though, you spending on your one-time wedding kind of thing. It's not really a bad thing, but personally, I wouldn't spend that much on on a wedding. I would rather use the money for something that is much more profitable than this. No, at the end of the day, friends and Busian, they all leave you. No. Even if I have, I will still not spend that much on a wedding. No.
All right, that was Evie. We have another one this time from Eric.
I wouldn't already said like whisker, the man our sika pew commono. Like when shepe, like when ya say whisker, a beya, and the word not to say whisker. If you know, not look at the beer, the ma worship and our cost is calculated 800,000. Actually, that's 8 billion. Can 8 billion, may our 8 billion. Shepe, maybe I'm more the miscan times 2. On a number, yeah, fine, on more miscan may. But we need the amount no times 2. No. I don't may because the memory. I want to be poor and Kakaba and poor feel. What depend who photographer, woman receive it your. See, I'm missing more car, more the miscan times 2 times 3. Maybe I need a miscan, Dabi. Now, I want so I will even now no. Near the wine shepen and coffee be due abonamocono. If you what's in a who assassin. On point, but see to me in a cacaba like Ambako P. No, we win a 1 war woman and you will have vacation. Woman, we are on pony. I want on go for worry if you go for 1 hour or colo. In time, Simosicana, the miscan or can no more times 2. On a fine, may but I mean, need a miscan times 2. They make you there. No way. I will not do it.
Okay.
May mamma home too. They worry you, Momona. Yamaroko fine. I don't know people who are about Macro. When I worry, go for worry, why I feel. Able to your vacation, able to your the Uma Yako on my also. It's a pena. It will be a simple way for Nibi. Or Tumbo Branamo, David. It is more the misconnect times 3 when I come to my on how much I would do it. But I mean, Canada, I will never do that.
Okay, so here is another one from Higa.
Hello, Mr. Ose, me Pacho. Questioning, to my opinion, like I say, the scanner it's kind of enough. My and I say, enough on tour. You can do it normal with like a crabby and also AF. But with me, any scanner, what time is that? And also with my man also AF. And I whereby each other no understanding no one will say, oh, I was saying in say, if center, they will find there. Why not? If it's to me, this is go home, there, I will do it. It is my day, it's our day. Like the happiness day, like it comes once. So we say, yeah, I was say actually there was so many parts I have to enjoy that day. So to me, any day, if the money is there, you have to spend it, enjoy it. Yes. If you say sky a choice, and if you will swear when you see that. So what the I was a measurement.
Okay, here's another one, this time from Sami.
Right, thank you very much for the question. I personally will not encourage extravagant wedding um, or extravagant engagement, even if I have the money. We can sit down, do something reasonable, something, great, something beautiful and something attractive, but not to a certain cost of 800,000 and etc. It's not all that necessary because money has wings and money can fly at any time. And so today you want to do show off. Today you want to do a show off. What about the day that you can do a show off? That is where your downfall and people will smile off you. So it is better to save. It is better to make a good future, under the carpet, or maybe we try to make something reasonable, under the scene, so that at the end of the day, you both will smile even in a marriage. You can use that money for so many important things. So you can do something attractive, something reasonable, something nice, but not to any kind of extravagant wedding or extravagant engagement that will cost 800,000. Etc. It's. I personally, I will never encourage that. All right, thank you.
Okay. Well, this is a message from Abigail, and she says that extravagant weddings are not worth it, even if you have the money. A wedding does not make a marriage. The whole point of a wedding is a public display of the beginning of a marriage. If you spend all that on one day events, and the rest of the years is full of misery, which is not related to finances, then what's the use of that public one-day display? I know a couple who had a very extravagant wedding and got divorced a year later. And I also know a couple who are very rich, had a court wedding with few friends, and are happily enjoying their years later. Let's go to the HKO Live Facebook page. And we have a message from Stephanie Asasi. Stephanie says that if you have and you think you can still get enough to save for the journey, you can do it. But if you don't have, just cut your coat according to your cloth. After all, it is God's hand in the marriage that matters.
It's the Tricky Debates.
Well, on TikTok, right? On TikTok, we have a message from Yao. What is Yao saying? Okay, so yeah, it says my opinion. If you have a 1 million cedis and you use 100,000, I see no problem. But if you have 100,000 and you say 300,000 for a wedding, why even bother? If at the day the two families are the most important guests. Do you get his point? So I think there's one more message from Ken. From Ken. Where is it? Okay, found it. Ken says that this is a very long one. Ken, this is so long. Yes, extravagant weddings are worth the cost. The status of both, or either the man or the woman, will call for an extravagant wedding which would be based on choice. For me, I don't think I would do an extravagant wedding even if I had the money or means to cater for more than one, or even if it would be sponsored. If I had the money for an extravagant wedding, I would convince my wife to be my wife to be, we rather focus on a wedding which is reasonable in terms of cost and which would always bring us great memories and joy. What if it's the extravagant wedding that your wife to be wants that will bring her the wedding? Then we could do something more profitable for us and our guests to come with the money that would be left and sponsorship that we will get. Extravagant weddings don't guarantee a safe or a happy marriage. We know a handful of people who do extravagant weddings and divorce the following morning. I believe it all simmers down to both the husband and wife to be agreeing on what they want. Interesting if you ask me. Yes. So, now that we are done with the messages, I think it's conclusion time. Whether or not extravagant weddings are worth it or worth the cost is subjective, and it's an individual choice or a priority and financial situation. If you view it as a way to celebrate a special occasion with grandeur and cultural significance, others may find it financially burdensome and prefer more modest celebrations. Ultimately, I think the decision of whether or not to have an extravagant wedding rests with the couple and their families, considering their values, budget, and cultural extent. So, opinions differ, but at the end of the day, it's choices, and life is full of it. So this brings to an end our debate on the topic, are extravagant weddings worth the cost? Our debaters have been Nana and Miss Philo. Many thanks to all who sent us messages and voice notes. You continue to make our show richer. Thank you. Tricky Debate is coming your way again next week. Do stay with us.